Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to Talk Show Faris. Okay, today we want to discuss about the article on domestic violence. Our guest today is Muhammad Iqbal, who is discussing an article on domestic violence.
Hello.
What is meant of issue, Muhammad Iqbal?
Domestic violence can be described as the power misused by one adult in a relationship to control another. It is the establishment of control and fear in a relationship through violence and other forms of abuse. This violence can take the form of physical assault, psychological abuse, social abuse, financial abuse, or sexual assault. The frequency of the violence can be on and off, occasional, or chronic. Domestic violence is not simply an argument. It is a pattern of coercive control that one person exercises over another. Abuses use physical, sexual violence, threats, emotional insults, and economic deprivation as a way to dominate their victims to get their way.
Okay, what causes about that?
Yes. First, domestic violence against women is an age-old phenomenon. Women were always considered weak, vulnerable, and in a position to be exploited. Violence has long been accepted as something that happens to women. Second, violence not only causes physical injury, it also undermines the social, economic, psychological, spiritual, and emotional well-being of the victim, the perpetrator, and the society as a whole. Domestic violence is a major contributor to the ill health of women. It has serious consequences on women's mental and physical health, including their reproductive and sexual health. Lastly, psychological and emotional violence covers repeated verbal abuse, harassment, confinement, and deprivation of physical, financial, and personal resources. Quantifying psychological abuse is extremely difficult, and very few studies have been conducted to establish prevalence rates of this type of violence.
What effect of domestic violence?
Sure, the effect of domestic violence may develop serious emotional, behavioral, developmental, or academic problems, more likely to attempt suicide, more likely to use drugs, and lastly, more likely to commit crimes, especially sexual assault.
Oh, I know about that.
Mr. Faris, can I ask you a question? Can you suggest one solution for this article?
Solution and effective response to violence must be multisectoral, addressing the immediate practical need of women experiencing abuse, providing long-term follow-up and assistance, and focusing on changing the cultural norms, attitudes, and legal problems that promote the acceptance of the and even encourage violence against women and undermine women's enjoyment of the full human Okay, the
right,
health sector
freedom.
can play a vital role in preventing violence against women, helping to identify abuse early, provide the victim with the necessary treatment, and referring women to appropriate care. Health service must be placed where women feel safe, are treated with respect and not stigma, and where they can receive quality informed support. A comprehensive health sector response to the problem is needed, in particular addressing the regulation of abused women to seek help.
Can you give 3 values from this article?
3 values. Since violence against women is both a consequence and a cause of gender inequality, primary prevention programs that address gender inequality and tackle the root causes of violence are all essential. Public health workers have a responsibility to build awareness by creating and disseminating material and innovative audiovisual message, which project a positive image of girl, the child, and second, programs are required which intend to address better women needs, including those that focus on building self-efficacy and livelihood skills. The significance of informal local community network should be acknowledged in the regard the survivor of domestic violence can be involved in program planning and implementation in order to ensure accessibility and effectiveness. Lastly, the public health aspect have functional to train personnel special to address the need victim of domestic violence. In the field of research, public health personnel can contribute by conducting studies on the ideological and cultural aspects which give rise to and perpetuate the phenomenon of domestic violence. Similarly, the execution and impact of programs must be assessed in order to provide the necessary background for policymaking and planning. That's all for today's discussion. Thank you to our guest who was present, Muhammad Iqbal, for giving us knowledge on domestic violence. So that's all for today, and Assalamualaikum and bye.
Yeah, you're welcome.